Hello, guys. Welcome back. So, today I'm going to be talking about child support. Now, I've been on YouTube today and I've seen a lot of guys that have actually, they really got messed up by child support. And I actually want to give you guys some tips so that you can get your child support reduced down and things that you can actually do to get yourself out of predicament that you are in, because I know a lot of guys are in predicaments and they think that they can't get out. Well, you actually can. And the first thing I'm going to tell you is that you want to get an attorney. An attorney can fight for you more than if you go in there by yourself and you don't have nobody. They're pretty much just going to crush you and eat you alive. Okay, you want to get an attorney. Okay. Now the thing about child support that I found out, because I actually have friends that work in the child support system. They work for them. And the thing is that guys try to not get locked up, because I'm telling you, if you get locked up, that's where it's all going to go downhill for you. You have to keep paying your child support, even if you cannot pay and you see that it's pretty much devastating your life. That's why I told you you have to get an attorney to speak up for you when you do go to court. You're going to want to call child support services and you're going to want to say that you want to modify your child support, because whatever happened, you're going to give them the information. Maybe you got reduced, your hours got reduced at work, you lost your job, whatever the situation, you're going to want to inform child support enforcement why you cannot make the full payment. Because let me tell you something, if you sit there and you ignore them and you don't make the full payment, yes guys, they will lock you up. The cops will lock you up for not paying child support. And let me tell you another thing. When you're sitting in there and you're not paying the child support, they're pretty much putting interest on the child support. So you might think that you owe $5,000, but when you get out, you owe like $50,000, because they actually put interest on child support now, and that's why a lot of guys are never going to get caught up. They're going to be paying child support for the rest of their lives. Now, remember to get an attorney. Like I said, don't ignore child support. Even if you cannot pay, try to pay something. Try to pay something. Try to contact them. Stay, have a relationship with child support. Try to stay in contact with them and tell them, you're going to need another modification, because you can't do it anymore. That's just what you have to tell them. Look, I cannot pay this anymore. My hours at work have been reduced. I'm not making as much. You want to give them that income so that they can modify your payments for you. Because right now I have a friend and he's pretty much going to be on child support, paying child support for the rest of his life, because he had got locked up or whatever, and they put those interest rates on it, and it went sky high. So now he actually, talked to them or whatever, and now his payment. Now this is not child support; these are rears. And what rears is when they do put you in jail, all that interest and stuff. It's not that you couldn't pay. It's not that the guys could not pay. The child support. It's that they were paying it. They got behind. They got locked up, and the child support put interest on the payments. That's what rears are. Rears is not extra child support. Okay, ladies? No, that's not what rears is. Rears is the interest that they put on the child support when the guy that you got locked up sat in jail, you know what I'm saying, while you weren't, probably weren't doing anything. I'm not saying that for all women, but there are some women out there that y'all sit on y'all behind and y'all collect child support and y'all use the system. Everybody knows about it. So, it ain't no trying to play that little game or whatever. Okay, now another thing is that never move to a Commonwealth state. Don't do it. You want to move to states that favor that are on the men's side. And there's a couple of, I might have to look through my phone because there's a couple states that actually favor guys when it comes to child support or child support cases. And let me see what they are. Okay, so these are the states that pretty much um, favor the fathers when it comes to getting custody, you know, having to pay a whole bunch of child support that they know you can't pay. Alaska, Arizona, Idaho, Louisiana, Iowa, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Now those are the ones that they have. There might be more, but that's the one that they actually have. Now, like I said before, you always want to have, what did I say? You want to have an attorney. You always want to keep in touch with them to let them know your income. So if you do get back, you can have a leeway so that you won't get locked up and have to pay interest on your child support, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's 12% interest that they put on child support, that they will put on child support. Now, another thing is, guys, is that if you give your child's mother cash in her hand, it's a gift. Don't think that they're gonna put that off as money towards your child support. They're not gonna do that. Even if you have even if you have like if you did it in payments, if you have receipts and stuff, if you get a lawyer, maybe they might take that into consideration. But other than that, they're just gonna be like, oh well, you gave her cash, that was just a gift. Okay, now let me see about for some more information. Yeah, so never if you're gonna do that, that's on your own willing. You can send your kid care packages too. If you feel like that they're not getting the money that you're putting out to them, you can also do a care package and send that to your kid. Another thing is that, I mean, there's so much stuff that you guys can do, but just don't let your payments get back. Oh, that's the thing I wanted to tell you. The thing is, okay, if you're not paying child support, guys, don't think that your child is not getting anything, but because even if you don't pay child support, a lot of men don't understand the mother still gets a check every month, okay? They do. Yes, guys. The mothers get a check every month. Even if you don't pay, they get a check. So don't let them try to fool you. Talk about you ain't sending no money. The baby ain't got this. Bull crap. They're getting a check every month. They're getting a check. Even when you sit in that jail and you think that your kid is not getting that check, your kid is getting child support. It's been like that for years. I don't know how men don't know. That I don't know how you guys won't know that information. Maybe you guys need to sit down and actually research stuff, because there's a lot of information out there that guys, they just don't know. And they're not going to tell you that type of information because they're probably thinking, if you know that they're still getting a check that month, it's going to deter you even more from helping your child. But guys, the thing is pay your child support. I mean, I know sometimes it may be hard. You don't get along with the mother and stuff like that. You can always talk to your lawyer about getting visitation. You can always tell your lawyer. all those stories that you guys tell each other about how she's doing this, doing that, doing that. Why is you telling your friends and stuff? Tell your lawyer that. You know what I'm saying? Tell your lawyer that. Your lawyer can fight for you. That's who you need to be telling that information to. Stop telling your homeboys and all that about she did this. You tell that stuff to your lawyer so your lawyer can have a sit down with you and figure out what's going on, and why you can't see your child and stuff like that. And I'm sure that they will help you out with that. But yes, guys, it doesn't matter what happens to you if you get locked up or whatever. The Your child is still going to receive a child support check. That's how it's changed from year to year. It's 2018 now. Back in the day, it probably was like that, but now it changed because they know that the children need the support. So I'm telling you, never get back on your child support. Always keep a eye open, and always talk to child support. Never ignore them. If they send you a letter in the mail stating that, oh, and this is one thing that they do a lot, guys. You would think you done paid off all your child support, all your arrears and everything. Then they be like, oh, we made an error and you still owe $10,000. Don't ignore it. Don't be mad and be like, man, I ain't paying it. This, that. No. You call down there first and see how did that even possibly happen? Because maybe they made an error on their end and they don't know about it. So that's why y'all would always want to call them first. And then if they talk about, well, you have to pay such and such full, that's when you go to your lawyer and be like, look, I thought I paid off all my child support, all my arrears, and now they coming to me that I owe $10,000. I need to have a sit down with somebody because some men can. I'm not gonna lie. Some men can pay the child support. I'm not gonna lie about that. But then you have some men out there. They're on fixed incomes. They can't pay that type of child support. And a lot of women be like, oh no, whatever. He can get a better. Some men cannot get a better job. You know, it's just some companies out there that they're not gonna hire somebody that has a background. You know, and that's why a lot of men they have to wait, such as they have to wait like 20 years because some companies go back 20 years, like if back 20 years of like felonies and stuff, and maybe his felony is 6 years old, you know so he has to wait a whole bunch of years just to even qualify to get a good job. So that's the thing about that. And you some of you women need to start drinking that woman Gatorade, and you need to stop doing what you're doing and turning your kids against your father, because in the end it's all gonna come all back on you, and the kids gonna hate you. So just stop all the BS. Try to get along with your baby's father. I know there's a lot of y'all out there that's try to get along with your baby's father, but he's just a pompous or whatever, and you can't get along with him, that's fine. But women, if you can get along with your baby's father and he's trying his best and he's trying to have a good relationship, stop all the hate and all that. Just stop all the hate, because that's not good for nobody, especially the kids. Stop being jealous of the new woman. You don't have to be jealous of the new woman. I think that I see that a lot. You know what I'm saying? She's jealous of he has a new girlfriend or he has a new wife. She's jealous. Come on, like get off of it. You're a grown woman. Like how old are some of you women and you still holding grudges? Like it could be like 80 years and y'all still mad or holding a grudge. That's not gonna do nothing but tear you down and make you feel bad every day. So just let it go. It didn't work out. You guys had kids together. At least let the kids be happy together. And guys, pay your child support. Like I said, I'm not on here to tell guys not to pay their child support. No. I'm trying to tell them not to get bamboozled by the system and have to pay child support the rest of their lives. That's what I'm on here for. But guys, I'm telling you, pay your child support because you made that kid. Nobody made the kid by themselves. You made the kid together. It was a connection. It was supposed to be a connection or whatever. You guys came together. You liked each other. For whatever reason, you had kids together, and you thought it was a bond. But sometimes the bond breaks away, girls and guys. It does. Believe me, when I was in my teens and stuff, and I met my first boyfriend, yeah, I thought we was gonna be together forever. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I did. But it doesn't work out that way. You know what I'm saying? And as you go on with life, you will learn that everything is not gonna work out. But if you do have these children and you want your children to have the best life possible, just try to get along. That's all you can do. Try to get along. Stop being jealous and hateful and despiteful to whoever. Stop disrespecting the new woman because your kid's gonna see that. He ain't just gonna see you. He gonna see you disrespecting somebody else. So it's all the way around. The circle goes on and on and on. You know. So just try to get it together, guys. Try to work together. Those were just a little bit of tips that I had for you guys. You know, at least try to move to a state that's gonna at least be a little bit on your side. You know, so that you can get a leeway and you can, pay off the child support, take care of your kid, you know, and try to live your life to the best of your ability. Nobody wants to be stressed out. A lot of these guys, they get messed up so much that they can't even pay their own bills. Like you women had to understand, you can't think, what I'm saying, that yeah, they do owe you child support, but you can't think that you're gonna get child support and you that so much child support that this man cannot eat, this man cannot, pay his bills, this man cannot buy clothes for himself. He can't do nothing for himself because you want to take all his money from him that he can't live. No, you cannot do that. And that's spiteful and that's devilish. And no man should ever have to, figure out where his next meal is going to come from or figure out how he going to pay his bills because, he has to pay $1,300, in child support when, he's only making $300 a week. They actually have a table, of how much child support that men have to pay. Let me see if I can find a table on how much child support men have to pay. Now, if you're living a good life, you know what I'm saying, and you making bukus of money, yes, you should, have to pay, 1,000 some dollars or 2,000 some dollars or 5,000 some dollars. But if you're on a fixed income, and let me tell you, man, something. If you're getting on fixed income just because you don't want to pay child support, that's wrong on you too. Because I'm going on both sides to that. I'm going on both sides. I'm not favoring anybody. But the thing is, you can't think that you can get all this child support and then the man, he can't even pay his bills. He can't eat. He's get ready to get put out his place. No, no, you don't do that. Okay, so right now I'm trying to find um the charts on how much support men have to pay. How much child support do men have to pay per month on income?
According to Support Pay, according to the Census Bureau reports, the average monthly child support payment is $430.
Okay, it says that, but again, this is just an average. It shouldn't be used as a guideline to understand how much you will be paying or should pay in child support. So really, they go on your income. Now they did have they said, now let me read this. It says, for example, if a non-custodial payment has a net income of 2,500 a month, and a custodial parent has an income of 2,000 a month. The parent's total monthly income is 4,500, and that's how they usually do it. They usually do it like that. But if the woman's not working, which is sometimes most of the cases, the woman is not working. I don't under. It's crazy. If the woman is not working, basically, it still falls back on the man. It still falls back on the man. You know what I'm saying? So even if the woman is not working, it still falls back on the man. It doesn't matter. They trying to they This is the little game that they play. They trying to say that they take both the incomes and they put it together, but it don't seem like that they do that at all. Because no, it don't seem like they doing that at all. Now they said, for example, if a court determined that it would cost 800 per month to raise one child, and the combined income is 80,000. Father makes 50,000 and mother makes 30,000. The father would be on the hook for 500, and the mother would be appointed a total of 300. So it don't matter. The mother's still, you know, gonna get child support. I even know of men right now. Okay, men right now that's paying child support. They have full custody of the kids, and they're paying child support to the woman. That's some crazy stuff, right? Yeah, it is. What else? Another thing about that is that because child support can be really it can be really confusing to a lot of people, and child support has really changed in so many ways. It's crazy, but let me see. I was trying to find that table that they had on here, because they actually had a table and they showed you how much child support you would make. It was like a table of if you had this many children, how much you would have to pay. Yeah, so there's a lot of men that, because they didn't know before about like the interest on child support, that they're pretty much gonna be paying child support for the rest of their lives. Mostly paying rears for pretty much a long time, because they were put in jail. Maybe they ignored it. A lot of men ignore it, which I told you that's not good to ignore it, because they slap you right in jail. And it's just like an ongoing cycle. And some men get caught up in that child support, system, and they can't get out, and they just get so mad about the whole situation. But the thing is, if you research, you know what I'm saying, and you find out what your rights are, because you do have rights, to this system or whatever, and there are particular rights that you have towards, like, if she's not letting you see the kid. A lot of men don't want to go through it, but you have to fight, guys, if you really want to see your kid. It's just something they always put it on the guys. You just have to fight if you really truly want to be in your kid's life. You have to fight. You have to get a lawyer. You have to do whatever it takes, you know, to see your kid because a lot of people are saying, well, I can't even see my kid, and they're just like, well, I'm not gonna pay it. I can't even see my kid. But you're telling the wrong person. Why aren't you telling this to your caseworker or no, your lawyer? Don't. Let me tell you something about these caseworkers. These caseworkers are a trip because I know of a person that they went to their caseworker and they was like, well, this ain't happening. Oh, well, we don't deal with that. We don't deal with that. That's another thing. That's why I say don't even discuss anything. If they give you a caseworker, don't discuss nothing with them because they don't know nothing. All they know about is collecting that money, and they don't know nothing else. They're pretty much you know, they don't know anything else. All they know is taking money and doing administrative stuff like that. They don't know nothing about, your rights. They probably don't even want to know. That's why they don't. They just take your money. So don't talk. If you have a caseworker, don't even talk to them. Like I said, get yourself a lawyer. And talk to your lawyer about it. Get a lawyer and make sure you get a lawyer that deals in child support. You always make sure you have an expert that deals in the child support cases because they're going to tell you what your rights are and everything like that. But, it's crazy. I'm also going to tell you guys that when you do go to court or whatever, please don't bring up what you have done for the mother. Now I'm gonna tell you it's a difference. Now, if you say that the mother's not doing what she's supposed to do with the kid, and the kid's not getting anything, okay, I understand that. But if you go in there and talk about, oh, she gets her nails done, oh, she gets her hair done, she put she got this done to her car, they're going to talk all through that because they're going to say that she needs to get these particular things done because she needs to look presentable when she goes to work, or she needs an oil change because she needs to be able to take transport your kid back and forth to where they need to go. Now, it is a difference if she's getting um chrome rims. You know what I'm saying? That's different. If she's getting chrome rims, I don't know what she needs chrome rims on her car for. Now that's something that you can dispute. If she's doing drugs and stuff like that, or buying alcohol, or buying cigarettes for her own needs, that's something a little different. That if you have evidence of her doing that, that you can bring that up. But anything that has to do with her actually taking care of the child, like getting oil changes for the car. Maybe the car got a flat tire or stuff like that. Don't even bring that up because they're gonna look at you like you crazy. Don't bring up her getting her nails done. Don't bring up her getting her hair done because that's necessity stuff. She needs to look presentable, guys, when she does go to work. It doesn't matter what job she's at. You can't have her going to work looking like who did it, who shot John, and why. Okay, so don't bring up none of that because that's just gonna make you look crazy. Now, if she's doing other stuff like if you have evidence of her buying drugs and getting drunk, you know what I'm saying, spending chrome rims, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can say something, but if she get buying clothes for herself to look nice and presentable to go to work and get her nails and hair done, you know, you know all that stuff that women get done. You can't dispute that because that's something that she needs to have, done. But the other stuff that the other stuff you can't actually dispute that. Okay, I'm trying to think what else. I think that's basically it. I basically got to most of what I wanted to tell you guys on like not try not to get locked up. Just keep paying your child support, and if they contact you and saying that you're not doing enough, then you contact them and you tell them what's going on, why you can't pay those payments like you used to. And if they disagree with you, oh, we can't do that, go to your lawyer and talk to your lawyer and tell them that what's going on, and he will have a sit down with these people, and they will come to a resolution of with your income and stuff how much you can pay. Maybe they are knock it back that you can pay $100, or you know you can pay $79. They go on how much you're making. So a lot of you men go around and you repping all this stuff, and then you cry about they don't took too much child support. Well, stop buying all these fancy cars. Stop getting chrome rims. Stop buying new outfits every week. And maybe you can get a reduction. But if you're just trying to, if you're just trying to get a reduction in your child support because you really don't want to pay child support, that's wrong. That's not right. You should want to pay child support, and you should want to support your kid any way possible. Now, this is the last thing that I have to say about this. Okay, God, I'll be the last, but like child support done changed so much that it kind of amazes me how much they have really cracked down on child support, and it kind of has to do with, I think a lot of guys get a bad rep because it has to do with a lot of guys that don't take care of their kids, and they think that they can pretty much play that little game. But child support is really cracking down. So the thing is, when your kid hits 18, don't think that child support is gone. The thing is, they have made a new rule that if your kid goes to college, now most states is different. You will have to comment down the bottom where, guys, comment down the bottom where you're from, what state you're from, and I can tell you, I can give you that information on when child support stops. But child support can pretty much go up to the age of 22 years old. A woman can get child support for her kid if they are if they finish college. I mean, if they finish high school at 18 and they pretty much want to go to a university. Now, I told you it's different for states. Some states, the kid has to be going to a 2 year school and it has to be a university. For some other states, it can be a community college. Okay, I don't know what state. That's why y'all have to put some comments down about where you're from. I can tell you, but for the most part, child support, she can still ask for child support up to the age of in some places 19, um, 20. I heard I think it's over in the Virgin Islands somewhere 22. But yes, if her child is going to college and is about to enroll in college, and she goes down to child support and she tells them that, yeah, she still can continue to collect child support from you because that's actually um that's actually a necessity that your kid is going to need while they're in college, because a lot of kids don't get scholarships. You know, I know y'all already know how the scholarships go. Now, how the scholarships go. You have to apply for scholarships now. If your kid is one of them good, kids and got all these scholarships, yeah, they'll be okay. They really won't need the support, the child support, but the mom probably will still ask for child support while the kid is going to college, just in case they don't get a scholarship. The child support can help them. They can send your kid, care packages. They can send them, money for anything they need, money for books. That's why when a kid goes to college, they can still collect child support because the child's still going to need you at that point. I went to college, and even though I didn't grad, even though I went to a university, it didn't work out for me. That kind of college life wasn't for me. My college was being paid for because my dad had worked for the state or whatever. And I wish that I would have finished, but just a lot of stuff came up where I just couldn't do it anymore. But I did go. I feel that like online classes is better for me because I can focus better than being in college with all them groups of kids. You got kids in there that they just want to be clowns. You got kids in there that don't want to do nothing, but they want to distract you from just all that stuff. That's why I think that I'm so glad that they got online classes. So glad. That's the best thing that they ever did is online classes. And I actually graduated from UMA, Ultimate Medical Academy, in Clearwater, Florida. And it's actually a good college. I do recommend that for anybody that's trying to get back in school, is trying to go to school now. It is a medical school, you know. If you're trying to get in the medical field or whatever, it's more of a medical. But it is a very good college to go to, and if you want to, you can check that out. I'll leave a link down below of the website to go to if you want to check the website out or whatever. But that's pretty much it. I don't want to make this too long, but that is what I have for you guys today. I'm so glad that you guys came to just join me and listen to me rant on. But actually, guys, I actually am going to start a Facebook group about different issues that men are having. So I will definitely hit you guys up later. You can hit me up on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, and you can follow me and get into that group. I will definitely leave you guys that information. When I get everything set up, I'll leave you guys that information, and you can come be there. But I have to go. Don't want it just to be too long. Love you guys. Bye bye.